Greetings. As a new writer, do you find it difficult to get motivated to write? I know when I first started writing, it was very difficult to motivate myself. So I'm going to share with you 7 thoughts that can motivate your writing. Thought number 1, think about when someone gives you a gift. You hope that you'll be able to use it, and they hope that you'll be able to use it as well. So, you have been given a gift to write. Not everyone has that ability. I know people have said to me, I wish I could write a book. So if you believe that you have that God-given ability to write a book, don't sit on it. Use your gift. Thought number 2. There is someone out there who is waiting to read your book. It doesn't matter if you are writing a fiction, nonfiction, a novel, self-help book, a book of poetry, a children's book. If you have been given that book to write, there is someone out there who needs to hear that story or those poems in that book. So let that motivate you. So you say to yourself, okay, I get number 1 and number 2. But how do I get started? Well, you can start by setting a schedule. Think about how many days in the week and how many hours in those days that you can set aside for writing. And then make up a schedule. Make sure you stick to it. It takes dedication and tenacity to write, because everything else will get in the way if you allow it. So set up your schedule, set up that time. Let's say it's 2 hours once a week to start. That's fine. But make sure you sit down when the time comes. And even if nothing comes to you, just sit there anyway. Think about what you've written already. Flip through the pages, but don't try to reread the whole thing. Just flip through it a little bit so that you can get an idea. And then hopefully you will start to write. If you don't, it's still okay. But dedicate the time. The other thing that will happen is there will be times that you will have ideas when it's not your dedicated time. You could be in a meeting at work. You could be driving. So make sure that you keep a recording app on your phone or a pad and a pen handy at all times, so that when those thoughts come to you, you can write them down. And then when your dedicated time comes to write, you will remember those thoughts, and that will help you to get started. Thought number 4, try creating a tentative table of contents and title. Now, some professionals will say, don't do that, just start writing. But it has helped me to come up with a workable title and a table of contents. Yes, it does change, but it doesn't change completely, because once you have that idea of what you want to write, this helps to guide you and give you focus. So try that as well. Allow the writing process to flow. Don't force it. Those times that you sit down and nothing seems to come, if you're really getting frustrated, then just get up. That's not the time. And as I said, you will have thoughts later on. The more you think about your book, the more you will have thoughts about what to put in your book. Next, don't think about the entire process. Don't think about who's going to edit my book, what kind of publishing am I going to do? Am I going to do traditional or self-publishing? I don't know about book launches and all those things. Don't worry about that. Just focus on the writing for now. And when you get to the end of the manuscript, then you go to the next step. Finally, and this is important, think about the feeling of accomplishment that you will have once your book is completed. I remember my first book, and it was, wow, 11 years ago. But I still remember when I received that first hard copy book in the mail. I took it out of the wrapping and I just stared at it for the longest time. It was just such a surreal experience that I had been given the opportunity to put thoughts on paper that someone else would want to read. It gave me a sense of worth, a sense of accomplishment, knowing that I could do this. So think about how good you're going to feel about having been blessed with the gift of writing and then going through all the way to the end to accomplish publishing your book. Now, if only one of these thoughts was good to help you, to motivate you, then this video was worth it. So I ask you to subscribe and leave your comments at the bottom. I also ask you to go to my website, which is shown at the bottom of the screen, and contact me about a free writing coach consultation. I hope that this has been of benefit to you, and let's start writing. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching.